Accustomed to living among tigers. It was initially scary living among tigers, but after some time had passed, I grew accustomed to it. The days in which I didn't hear a tiger roar felt incomplete somehow. I was absolutely confident that tigers would not harm me in this lifetime. One day, I went on a solo forest walk and didn't return until it was dark. I suspected I had enough water in my bamboo flask, but I hadn't actually checked. When I woke up, I discovered there was no water in the bamboo flask, so I couldn't wash my face or brush my teeth. That morning, a tiger was roaring near a well, 30 meters away from where I was. The roaring was so thunderously loud that everything in the vicinity trembled. I sat waiting for the tiger to leave the area so that I could get water. I waited for so long that the sun had risen, but the tiger still hadn't finished roaring. So I yelled very loudly, "Hey tiger, why in the world are you roaring over here? The sun is already up. Go find somewhere to sleep." Then the tiger was silent. Around 10 minutes later, I descended to scoop water from the stone well. I noticed traces of the tiger there. After obtaining my water, I left for alms, bindapata. I wasn't the least bit afraid of the tiger. The following night, I awoke around 4 a.m. as daylight was nearing and began meditating, samadhi. I could hear breathing from somewhere on the stone slab above my head. I considered what the sound could be and concluded that it was a tiger's breathing. A tiger had taken refuge there and fallen asleep. Its breathing sounded just like that of a sleeping cat's, only the sound was bigger. The sound was louder than the sound of a cat. I sat there listening to the sounds of the tiger's breathing and practicing mindfulness of my own breathing, anapanasati. I considered how all animals rely on breath to determine life or death. If breath enters but does not exit, or exits but does not enter, that is the end of life. The tiger sleeping on the slab above my head relied on breath just as I do. I experimented with syncing my breaths to the tiger's and doing anapanasati, but found that it was not possible. The tiger's rhythm was more drawn out than mine. The sky started to become light. Birds began chirping their morning songs as they prepared to leave to search for food, but the tiger still hadn't awakened. I left my position and tried yelling at the tiger. "Hey tiger, wake up! Why are you still sleeping? Find someplace else to sleep." The breathing sounds then ceased. I left for Bintapata and returned to discover traces of an enormous tiger. I felt indifferent. I wasn't the least bit afraid because I had grown accustomed to coexisting with tigers.